Hi you guys, welcome back. So today we're going to look at the Dolton Swearing in ceremony. And I know this happened a couple of days ago, but I went ahead and curated a little video to kind of highlight some of the people that the speaker is talking about, so that people who are new to the situation kind of know who worked behind the scenes and who was on the forefront, not afraid to speak their mind against the Tiffany Henyard administration. So you guys, if you're new here and like what you hear, please leave this video a like, and if you're a returning subscriber, please remember to leave it a like as well. Let's start the show.
Because over the past 4 years, we didn't just go through the motions, we went through the fire. And despite the pain, the pressure, and yes, even the pettiness, I still believe in forgiveness. And I believe in redemption, whatever that may look like for each of us. Let's start up by uplifting the amazing Sherry Britton, whose determination and late night strategy sessions built the backbone of this movement. She assembled the Avengers of Dolton behind the scenes, and she didn't ask for credit. She just wanted results.
She even went around to residents who had some issues with her. And, I know a couple of people who were like, I don't know. But she, assured people that she would work with her team. One person is getting away with doing crazy stuff to an entire community and then now an entire township. She got inaugurated and then she had her first board meeting, and her very first board meeting, after they said the Pledge of Allegiance, the first thing out of Tiffany's mouth is, we're going to do things a little different. So she changed citizens' address to public comment. And in public comment is a little different. You just make a statement and no questions are answered, no back and forth or any of that. And they do it at the beginning of the meeting now, so she can get it over with. And then people, have to listen to her speeches and all of that good stuff. So what she does during public comment is she'll just put her head down and she won't listen to anything. She won't acknowledge anything. I've seen mothers of murdered children and people who've lost family members in Dolton. She'll put her head down and she will not even acknowledge that the person is there, because she doesn't like what they're saying.
To Theelma Price, Miss, y'all going to jail.
You going to jail, all of y'all going to jail. But I need to know, why we trying to buy property and we don't even know what's going on with our money? Are y'all trying to cover up the houses y'all done gave away to people? Y'all know y'all done gave some houses away, and y'all trying to cover y'all asses. But it's not going to work because the FBI already know. The FBI already know. We tired of paying for your makeup artists and your stylists. We tired of that. We shouldn't be paying for that. You get enough money from the township to pay for your own makeup and your own stylist. And that lawyer, he done used us. He driving in his Bentley. He laughing at us. He done took, he done with us now. He got the bags now. He ain't worried. Y'all all need to be concerned up there, because you know what? Y'all getting RICO charges. Y'all getting RICO charges because y'all have conspired to lie to the residents. You're doing pay to play. The reason the business people didn't get their business license, because they wouldn't pay to play with you.
To our survivor, Vivian, for your unwavering fight.
All of y'all need to step down and quit. Keith is a criminal. Stacy is a criminal. You a criminal. You going to jail. The FBI came and raided this place. You can keep lying on TikTok and everything else and saying you ain't get raided, but you did get raided. But I got 3 minutes, right? I got 3 minutes. You see my hair? For the wigs that you promised you was going to buy people in this township? Did you see this? Do you see this? You want to ignore me, right? All these victims out here, not victims, survivors. They're all surviving Henyard. That's the new thing, surviving Henyard. This administration is shameful. And residents, I'm so sorry that she won't step down, especially to the survivor. I love you. It ain't nothing you can do about it, because I mean it. She don't mean it. Thank you.
To Trustee-elect Valerie Stubs, thank you for being a visionary force. Because of you, my daughter even walked proudly as a 2025 debutante. What you went through and the leadership that you do, it's an impact on young women and women throughout the entire Thornton Township. And guess what? She's just getting started.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Valerie Stubs, and this question is for the mayor. At the last board meeting, I made a statement about you coming out in the back of my house last winter.
Tiffany Henyard, and this is what it looks like when you pull up on your haters. Yeah, let me show you what I'm about to do. See this? Everyone needs help. Just remember that. Watch how you treat people, because you never know when you need the help.
About the snow, because I live on a snow route. Someone from your office called my house on several occasions and asked me to come out.
I am there for all my haters. It doesn't matter, because I'm the mayor of all of Dolton. The good, the bad, the ugly, and even the hateful.
Couldn't figure out why, but now I know. Because Miss Henyard here wanted to videotape me and say that she was helping me get out my garage when I wasn't going anywhere because I'm retired, didn't have any place to go, and I was looking out like I always look out for my neighbors that can't get out, that have to go to work.
Got my crew, see this? Look, we're gonna go and help. And I am here to shovel people out, as always.
Friday, Mayor, you came by my house with an entourage of Tahoes. I have it on video with the lights flashing, which is illegal. Now, you got out the car, you rang all of my doorbells, and you asked a young lady that came downstairs that you wanted to know where was Stubbs.
Hello, no problem. I'm like, oh, you called me? Oh, no. So we have hey, same to you. We have Valerie Stubs, look. Yeah. And I'm helping her get out of her garage.
I text you, I called you to ask you, what did you want with me? So I would like a response, because I'm here today to ask you, what did you want with me?
So she needs help to get out of her alley. See, I'm here. I'm here to help you no matter what and how you treat me. I'm still here, front and center. I saw what I was doing to come and help.
You're not welcome at my house. Do not come by there anymore. You have no business there, and I think I'm being harassed.
So don't forget, I help everyone. It doesn't matter what you do or say about me. I'm gonna pull up and I'm gonna show out and I'm gonna make sure you're safe, all right? Safety is my top priority. Remember that.
I do not want Mayor Henyard at my door for no reason.
To Dan Lee. Dan Lee, the man who stood up when standing alone was the hardest to do.
How many years have you lived here?
35 years.
What brought you to Dolton?
A combination of things. We had just gotten married. My wife and I just gotten married, and we were looking for a house. This house kind of especially spoke to my wife, Camille. She really loved it. When we first moved here, we used to be able to walk all around here and ride our bicycles on the, over by the schools and the parks and whatnot. Somehow some bullets did find their way into our house. Not in, but around our house.
Your house was shot up?
Yeah, the bullets were up there. That bullet told us that was from the dope dealers, I'm pretty sure. My wife, she heard it. I was asleep.
But yet you stayed.
Yeah, I'm not running.
You're proud of your house. It's a very lovely home. You're proud of this place?
Yeah. I mean, I grew up in the projects. I grew up in Robert Taylor homes. So this is utopia for me. I figured some young people needed to get in there and get their feet wet with the politics of everything.
I couldn't believe I looked at this agenda and saw the word secret squirrel on a freaking on a professional agenda for a village.
Then they turn around and have a secret squirrel meeting at the park district. Why? Just to pass their narrative of the things they want done.
Then the very next, I believe 2 days later, they had a special meeting.
Secret squirrel meeting.
If you look on that first page, she has secret squirrel meeting on there. You know what made that necessary? 11 council meetings.
Today is about celebrations, congratulations, and inaugurations for 5 incredible leaders who fought hard and never let go of their love for Dolton. So we can give some love to Madam Alison King, the walking definition of grace, beauty, style.
A new clerk for the village of Dolton, Miss Alison King.
I've been a clerk for the past 3.5 years.
Describe those 3.5 years under this current administration. What's it been like for you?
Well, coming out the gate, I saw issues. And I tried to address them with the mayor, but she wasn't having it.
What I'm saying to you, Clark, and no one's trying to go back and forth with you. I'm just trying to make it clear, because every time we come, it's not clear. You say you get it.
Sorry, on February 5th minutes, you said they need to be amended. If you can let me know what those amendments are so I can make the adjustments, because I don't know what they are.
I'm saying that in the minutes, I want my stuff to be written on the things I really say, because you're the record keeper. So if somebody go for you the minutes and then you wrote something that I didn't say or didn't do, then they're wrong and they would think them are right.
And then those issues begin to continue to progress.
Clerk, what are you doing? You're out of order. You out of order. Did I call the roll? Did I say call the roll? I'm still speaking. You're out of order, Clerk Key. You out of order, Clerk Key. Like, stop. Y'all out of order. Everybody want to run stuff. Y'all don't run this house over here. Stop, please.
So when the mayor is constantly harassing me, I look at her as a small child.
And I've been telling you for years that you never write my portion of what I say. And then when you do write anything, it's not accurate. And then I go look at the tape and I'm like, okay, that's your job. You ran to be a clerk. That means to check the minutes. So then you don't write it in there. But everybody else got a whole paragraph, a whole book of whatever they said in the meeting. But mine, it was always referred to the mayor's office.
And why would I, as an adult, a senior citizen, why would I argue with a child? I do try to make points to understand, not just let her control the whole narrative.
Now, each month, the village clerk submit minutes to go on the agenda. Each month, my minutes are not placed on the agenda to be approved by the Board of Trustees. Last week, I submitted 4 sets of minutes for 4 meetings that we recently had, March 21st, April 1st, and then 2 on April 8th. Why my minutes are not being put on this agenda to be approved, I do not understand.
But I am not going to argue with a child. I raised 3 children. I have grandchildren. I don't argue.
Every single day she came to work with professionalism and poise, alongside her amazing deputy clerk as she's walking away, Erin Montgomery.
But you guys need to get y'all office in order and stay out of the mess, because the clerk ain't nothing but a court reporter. Where is y'all minutes? Y'all done been here. You been what, a year, 2 years? 2 years, and y'all ain't got no minutes done, none? Come on, man. What are we paying you for?
We don't control the village website. Whatever is posted on the clerk's page, whatever is removed, whatever is added, we have no control over that. Just for the record as well. I'm done, Mayor.
Please take classes to learn how to do your job.
And so I'm gonna make this very quick, because you've already wasted enough of the people's time. As it relates to the website, the minutes are not on there because we do not control the village's website. Whatever is posted, not posted, added, or removed has nothing to do with the clerk's office. And also, as it relates to the minutes, as the village clerk has already communicated to you, we do not write word for word. We follow what the law states is what we write. Check the law and comprehend it, and you'll see why we write it the way that we do. It is a summary. I think you're looking for a transcriber, and that is not in our duties. We do not transcribe. If you would like a transcriber, perhaps you should address the board and add it to the budget. But myself nor the village clerk will be transcribing minutes word for word, and that is for the record. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna say this and we're gonna move on. Y'all need to be respectful, and that's your problem. People need to learn to stay in their place.
The last board meeting in October, I wasn't able to make it, and my deputy sat in for me. And I think she did an excellent job. Yeah. You all saw her. And she's a young lady. She's 34 years old, and I'm really mentoring her. So this young lady spoke up for our office. Dolton Police went to Deputy Clerk's home, her mother's home, and said, we're doing a well-being check. Eris didn't come to work today. The biggest lie that could ever be told.
Okay. So you're from Dolton Police Department? And you're doing a wellness check? Yes.
Her mother is standing there very startled because while we were in the office, her mother called and we were talking to her. But yet, if someone come to your house, 2 officers, and say, We're doing a well-being check on your child. What are you gonna think? Something has happened. This is how crazy things are. Her mother immediately called us and said, "Are you okay? Are you okay? 2 officers came here looking for you. Are you okay?" She's like, "Mom, I'm okay. I'm here with the clerk. We're fine." So, you know, if that wasn't enough, when we went to office that following Monday, here come these same officers to our office, you know, trying to serve her termination papers. First of all, if you're gonna be terminated, I'm her immediate boss, right? I should have been informed.
Yeah, who's supposed to know? Who's supposed to like the
No, I'm going to give everything that somebody have a problem. Yeah, but I need to sign this. No, I'm not signing it. You're asking somebody have a problem. Yeah, I need to sign this. No, I'm not signing it.
Tonight, we'll also welcome back Trustee Edward Steve.
My name is Edward Steve, former trustee. It's good to see everybody. It's enough of hearing paid actors to come up here and talk and paid employees that come up here and talk about what's really going on. So you keep hearing one narrative and it's misleading. It's dangerous to hear one side of everything and believe it. Nobody forces mayor to dress like Nino Brown.
Nobody knows something. Don't nobody know nothing? Yeah, nobody. Hey y'all, I am Super Mayor, and I want to thank the people of Dolton for the new change.
So yeah, I'm sure everyone who knows about this little drama in Dolton knows that she went to one of the board meetings dressed up as Nino Brown. So Nino Brown was a character that Wesley Snipes played in an old movie called New Jack City, and Wesley Snipes' character was a drug kingpin. Yeah, of all people she chose to dress up as. That's who she chose. Like, I wouldn't know what to think if I was a police officer and I'm working hard and then the mayor shows up in this costume for my swearing in. That's kind of like an insult, right? What do you guys think? Let me know down below.
And have a DJ at our board meeting to play Be Better Have My Money.
Because one thing they told me to let you know, from my attorneys to the guy that you guys voted for to Poda Concrete, DJ, what they tell me to tell them, and I'm looking for that Rihanna, every single resident. Pay me what you owe me. Thank you, DJ.
That's embarrassing for this whole community that the leader would do that. I got calls from California. Your mayor really dressed up like Nino Brown at a board meeting? Yes. And yeah, some of y'all applaud that madness. That's the type of leadership y'all want? It's a dictatorship. It's my way or the highway. And if you don't go my way, then it's going to be hell to pay. That's why people up there, every employee up here is afraid for their job. They better not challenge this administration. They better not. Because if they do, it's hell to pay. You might lose your job, and they all getting paid well. Get your money. But believe me, it won't last forever. If there was a little bit of transparency, just a little bit, we work together.
And to be honest, he's a man who never should have lost his seat in the first place. It is Dolton. He did the work. He loved the people. He kept going. He battles MS. And guess what? As someone who knows the toll of a chronic illness, I salute Ed because he is a warrior and he never gave up on us.
Residents, Board of Trustees, Mayor, I want to say to the cops, to the rank and file soldiers, I have a lot of respect for y'all. But that clown for y'all, that damn chief of police, to try to put me out for nothing, to have me walk out, to try to get me out for what? For what? This is the type of stuff that we dealing with. Black people didn't sacrifice for us to get leadership and act like this. You didn't go through years of Jim Crow, segregation for us to get into this political position and treat other black people like this? This is what we dealing with, this terrible administration to try to put me out. I'm struggling with my left leg, with my MS, but I'm here. This has to stop. This has to stop. We got a clean house. We got to vote all of them out. All of them out. Stan Brown, Andrew Holmes don't say nothing. Nothing. Y'all sit up there quiet. What do they have on you? Y'all don't have no freedom to speak? Do y'all have any nuts? Anything?
And then we'll say, Happy Monday. Trustee Britney Norwood.
We talk about facts. What do we know? We all know that we've only had one meeting a month when we're supposed to have two. The first meeting is because there's supposed to be a CAL meeting for discussion. This is the meeting where RFPs are supposed to be presented. I keep saying we're spending all of this money on all of this work. Where are the contracts and where are the RFPs? You don't see them. Why? Because all last 7 CAL meetings have been canceled. How, without RFPs, how do we know that we're getting the best bang for our buck?
Everybody know how I am up here. Why don't you have more than one company?
Who simply just tells one person to do the job? Typically, a person have 4 and 5 quotes.
Okay, well, again, either have 3 proposals, have 3 different
but
people.
We're not paying for anything. It's up to the residents.
Exactly. The key word you just said is up to the residents.
But not with us. She assigns 4 and 5 different people to do jobs and then say, hey, surprise, trustees, here's the warrant list, here's $1 million. Don't say anything, don't ask any questions, just approve it.
This is not a dictatorship. This is a democracy. We were elected just like you were elected. You are not the only voice for the people. The people elected 7 people. The system is designed with 7 elected officials in mind. 7. It's not just your way or the highway. And that's why we're here, Mayor. If you humble yourself, you can work with your team and we can work together to do the best for the residents. You hold up the whole meeting and say we're wasting time just because you didn't want me to speak when you could let me speak and we could have moved on.
And of course, Trustee Kiana Belra.
My thing is that if you do have the ability and the width to say that I don't want 40 license in town, that's your decision because you're the liquor commissioner. But to uproot these people's livelihoods after 20, 30 years, that's what I have a problem with.
So next on the agenda is a motion to approve the purchase of 5 residential properties, 1 commercial property from the Cook County Land Bank. Is there a motion?
We wouldn't trust you to buy penny candy. If you think we're about to let you buy properties.
If you guys want to have an adult conversation with me, you know my number, know what I live, you know all of that, Belcher. You guys can call me, but you don't. Hold on. But you don't call. You guys want to come here and put on a show for what? So all I'm saying to you is when they say no, I say yes. And it's sad because you guys ran on my ticket, both of y'all, Trustee Belcher and Trustee House. Both y'all did. And when you ran on my ticket, y'all ran on my vision. My vision is to fix our community.
The vision wasn't to rob the city. The vision wasn't for the FBI. The vision wasn't for you to steal all the money. Okay, you say you bring back the bag, so you should have the money.
But she just explained to you it's grant money. I do. I always get money. Let's be clear about that.
So we're going to take a loan. We're going to take a loan out for a lesser amount. Okay. Can I make the motion?
Okay, give me 1 minute. So if you're smart, which I don't think you are because y'all try to be smart, a smart addict.
It's a shame that we even had to go through this. If our items was placed on the agenda, we would go through the meeting and continue on and go about our way. But because of someone wanted to be a self-servant and not a public servant, these are the things that we're encountering.
And last but certainly not least, our mayor, Jason House.
Have you heard from Tiffany? Has she conceded? Has she said she accepts the results to you yet?
I have not heard anything from former Mayor Henyard.
Riding around and get it.
Don't get to a board meeting and put on a show. How you gonna lead Trustee House when you don't even know where to start? Y'all have to do better, Trustee House. You can't want to lead people and can't lead, man. You got to do better. I keep telling you, just because you wear a suit don't make you suitable. Stop. You got to do better than what you're doing right now. And right now, you're doing is keeping up confusion, keeping up mess. You got to grow, man.
It didn't seem like you were able to get things accomplished. Was that hard for you also?
Extremely difficult. And I think you're being polite by saying it seemed like it was exactly what it looked like.
Jason House versus Tiffany Henyard.
I'm gonna move forward. She got something to say.
I have 2 comments, man.
Yeah, you got to try to rebuttal. Fix your lie. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna help.
I really just want to know your official stance on this.
You ain't got to know my official nothing. You a trustee.
Are you advocating for an increase or are you not?
I just answered all your questions. You a trustee.
For better context and clarity, Jason House is asking Tiffany Henyard, the mayor, how she feels about the taxes possibly being raised.
You must do your job. Do what your conscience tell you. Don't be trying to get me to say something other than what you need to know. No, and I'm asking you, trustee, make a decision. You want to be the boss? It come with cost. Be the boss. Go ahead, boss up and make a decision on what you want to do. You either for it or you not. Stop. Make a decision, right? Y'all make a decision when y'all have secret squirrel meetings, right? So make a decision. Stop trying to sit here and throw it back my way. Own up to it.
Now let's see what Trustee Tiffany Henyard had to say to the previous mayor about this very same issue.
Hey, Mayor, so are you suggesting that we increase it? What are you suggesting?
I didn't, don't put words in my mouth. Don't put words in my mouth.
You're the leader. What are you suggesting we do?
I just suggested it. It goes to the committee. It goes to the committee and the board decides whether they want to increase it or not. It's not up to me.
But you're my leader, so I'm asking you. What do you suggest, Mayor? Do you feel we should raise it or not?
Wait a minute. Did I hear you say I'm your leader?
You are right now.
Okay then. All right then.
Just for another 2 months.
Then thank you. Let it go to committee.
Oh, so you don't want to give a response? That's what I'm talking about with bear leadership. When you're supposed to respond and say, trustee, I think we should raise it. I think we should not. You never give any opinion because you don't want to be held accountable for anything. I don't like that, Mayor. What do you think, Mayor?
Trustee, when I tell you what I think, then you start an argument with me. Go ahead, Trustee.
It's not an argument. You're not telling me anything.
Right.
You just saying go to committee and put it back on the board. You're not saying what the mayor think we should do is what I'm asking you.
You're
not responding to that.
Thank you for your comment.
I know, right.
Trustee House, did you have a comment?
You're leading these people blindly. The 4 trustees that's following you, and they should be ashamed of themselves. Trustee Norwood, Trustee Brown, and Trustee Stubs. Both of y'all, all y'all, should be ashamed. Oh, and Belra too. They just sat here and told you, and that still wasn't good enough, Trustee House. You still want to sit here and be nonchalant and play on your phone, but you want to be the leader, right? You want to be the mayor, right? But you don't want to take care of the business and run it like a mayor. Stand up now. And as I always say, resident, just because you wear a suit don't make you suitable. And that's Trustee House.
Then you turn around and get an hour and a half of a dialogue, which we're gonna hear another one after this, because the mayor didn't get her way. My response to all the clapback, all the videos and everything else she does is I'm just gonna say this right now, Mayor, and I really hope you just learn to grow up. Please. Anytime somebody speaks that fast, watch your wallet. And that's what's going on here now. I'm going to say this again. Please grow up, represent this village with dignity. This meeting would not be this long if you learned just to summarize your points and move on. It's a very new day, a great beginnings. We're going to really just work together, be humble, and continue to push forward. That's our town. That's the town I serve.
Jason House, thank you.
Thank you.